Hello and welcome back to Pyre. Now we've liberated Faye, she has gone off into the stars, back to the Commonwealth. And we're basically just learning a bit more history while we wait for the stars to shine again. So we just asked old Sandalwood why did the Nightwings disband and just trying to get a sense of their history. Okay, I have been connected to the Nightwings almost since the beginning of my days in exile. They found me, in a manner as I understand, quite like Hedwyn and the others found you. Back then it was a smaller group than we have now. I joined an exile called Erissa, and another known as Orlich. Let's try Orlich. Kind of cool. After a while we let little Tizo stand with us as well. He is rather older than he looks. The other triumvirates we stood against, they feared us. Only the Tempers presented any threat to us in any given right. But there was a terrible accident. Erissa, we lost her, and Orlich, he was my friend. He fell from Mount Allerdale. We lost him as well, on the night when he was to be free. We were reckless, hasty, and I was powerless to stop any of it. I blamed the rights themselves, the circumstances that put us into danger. The downsides claimed many lives, yet this, it was too much. I vowed never again to don the mask and raiments. I had the Blackwagon cleared and buried, such that it could not be used again. If the Nightwings would rise again, it would be under different circumstances, under new leadership, and towards a different purpose. That is all I wish to say of this, my girl. Okay? Ask how he knows good old Tariq. Two of them seem to be old acquaintances. You asked Volfred about his history with the Lone Minstrel, whom he seems to know quite well. Tariq was there with the Nightwings when they took me on. His manner has always been much as how you've seen. Although he is somewhat more cheerful now than I recall back then, if you can believe that. I think our plan has sparked a little fire in him. He serves the Rights and the Nightwings. I have tried to ask him of his past before, but he seems rather reluctant to speak of it. Though it is plain that he is not from around here. This being the downside, I respect his wishes for some privacy. Nonetheless, although I do not know too much of him, I count him as a friend. I lost track of him for some time, though it is he who first informed me that the Nightwings had returned. He and Tizo were instrumental in our meeting. It's been good to see him doing relatively well. Anyway, was there anything else you wish to talk about for now? And that's all. You thank Volfred for his time and bid him a good rest of the afternoon. Likewise to you, reader. Be well. Okay. Julio, what is everyone doing? Tizo's off on his own. Ruki is searching for something to drink. Jadariel is foraging outside. Hedwyn is stretching his legs. Plymouth is getting a workout in. So Gilman is sampling the soil, whatever that means. I think that's pretty much everyone. Tariq, composing ballads. Nice. Okay, let's stroll on out. Let's bide our time, I guess. Everyone, the amenities are modest here at Moonlight Alcove. Volfred smuggled supplies and furnishings to this well-hidden locale. But I suggest you get comfortable. We may be here for some time. As for myself, I have some business to attend to. Please leave the wagon in my care for now. It shall be ready by when you need it next. From the mountaintop you can see all across the downside. Its impossible expanse staring back at you. The thought occurs to you that you may never see another land beside it. And so you and your companions wait upon the mountaintop in quiet solitude, anticipating when the cycle of the rites begins to turn again. Then you shall have another opportunity to free one of your own. You may earn back their freedom one by one. Many moons pass, then one evening. May I have a moment, reader? The Lone Minstrel finds you poring over the Book of Rites, as has been your leaning through your stay at this abode. Begging your pardon, but there is something you may wish to see. Please, follow me. You follow him into the cold night. Look forth, reader madam. The stars shine like you've never seen. Once more the path towards salvation is revealed, but now something is different. Okay. How but the midnight star? Okay, they're all shining. Each time prior you searched the stars, they showed you a single path, but now several rites avail themselves to you at once. Henceforth you should choose from several different rites. Change the dissidents. That's the cur. Record against them is 1-0. Fate are led by the cur Dalbert Oldheart. The accusers are led by the nomad Lendl the Liar. Lendl the Liar was the first one. I guess we should rematch them, because they're kind of the first and the easiest. Let's rematch Halb. Yep. It's the Dread Skeleton again. We've got a long way to go. The stars urge that we go to the cairn of Halb. A long way off. Wilfred, sir, how are we to reach the cairn of Herb in due course of time? You know full well, Tariq. Preparations are complete. You think you see the low mistress smile ever faintly? Cannot be sure. Please ask the others to gather their belongings, rest, and then assemble at the wagon there at dawn. We shall be departing at that time. As you will, sir. The cycle begins anew. As the years advance, you'll find there ought to be fewer rites this time, until once more we are to traverse Scribe's Gate. Exactly how many is difficult to say, but the next chance at liberty ought to present itself much sooner than before, so let's be ready for it. Now then, see you in the morning, reader. Your companions have not travelled far from Moonlight Alcove. Word of the news soon spreads through the group. Okay. I guess we're going to figure out how the hell we're going to teleport all the way over there. Next morning, Wolfley calls everyone together before the Blackwagon. This old wagon is more than it appears. With Bertrude's aid, good old Bertrude, it has escorted you across the sea to me. Now it shall escort us anywhere the stars require. Oh god, is he turning it into a bloody airship now? A bunch of balloons are going to fly out. Wolfred beckons you to join him in the wagon. Okay. Something has changed about the wagon's interior. What looked before to be old cracks and signs of age now expose various intricate components once hidden from view. You are the Nightwings. You should travel in their customary way. He turns to you, indicating levers and devices marked with symbols from the book. Now, reader, whenever you're ready, you may take us up. I will show you how. And everyone else, hang on to something. Okay. Take off. Do I check out the wagon first? Guess not. Off we go. Oh. Good lord. After having soared into the sky, their Blackwagon remains aloft somehow. Impossible. Translate that. Tizo is excited to be flying again. You get the impression this may not be the first time for him. I can't believe it. The Nightwing sail the skies again, wheresoever the stars may call for them. There is one catch. Downside provides few locales suitable for landing, though we should at least be able to find a couple of landing places near to where we're going. We'll then make way by land or sea towards our destination. Now, without further ado, let us proceed. The Blackwagon can fly. Seek landing near the cairn of Halb. Oh god, it's free movement. Wow, we're flying high. Look at the thing go. Oh wow, we're hopping between locales. Boost. Ow. Whoops. Wow, my beautiful wagon. What has happened? Oh, but it is you, my wonderful Nightwings. Come to play a little trick on your good friend Manly, Oh, how very, very, very clever of you. And the damage you have caused my beautiful wagon doubtless was very, very minimal. Fear not. I can afford repairs. It is no inconvenience at all. Although I do have one request of you, to make amends, that is. When next we face each other in the right, and I trust you know what I should ask of you, would you be kind enough to stand aside and let the chastity prevail? Then we shall call it even, and when I return upon the Commonwealth, I shall see to it that you or your loved ones there are suitably rewarded. Now, ta-ta. Anyone else flying around? They all got black wagons. We're the only schmucks who travelled actually by the sea. You saw by the waters of Worm Gulf, you noticed Sir Gilman sidle up to you very slowly. We are very, 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 very high above the waters, if this knight is not mistaken. The knight's brethren lurk beneath the surface there in numbers untold. Fortunately, if we were to come crashing to the surface now, then this knight would receive a watery burial, in the custom of his kind. Nice. Glad you pointed that out, lad. Oh, hello. Nope. Don't particularly want to crash into the bog people. Below, amid the desolation of flagging hands, you see big birch roots on which you first embarked by sea. You wonder how its venerable proprietor is faring. I am certain the big birch root must have left a strong impression on you all. She is not easy to forget. I've known her since before my exile, or hers. She's been here a long time. I've sent my agents to repay her for assisting you, and to send her our regards. The old wagon must have been in need of some repairs. Good old big bouncing beautiful birch root. Oh. The forbidding cane of Haub lies below. Not many exiles see fit to cross beyond it. Some fear that the listless remains of Shaq's 6 shoulders have snatched them up. They attempt to cross. Others simply do not want to pass through to flagging hands. Few know its true significance as we do, although your adversaries, the accusers, should be on their way now soon. Soon you shall confront them once again. What's the shunt thing? So Gilman has a hunch you may be able to find something of value along this route. The director is interested in seeing how the wild curs in this vicinity are doing. Okay. Let's see how the wild curs are doing. Here we are again at Jomier Valley. At first you face the fate and the distance. You briefly wonder where they might be now and how they fare. You join your companions to a routine inspection of the wagon following its flight. Headwind confirms the wagon wheels withstood the shifting temperature and still appear to be in reasonable shape. So Guillermo managed to calm some of the drive imps prone to dizziness or frenzy at high altitudes. Other than that, everything checks out, and the rest of the crew got through the flight without complaint. You now have a little time before having to set forth by land. They're beyond the crystal seeks Sir Gilman. Okay. We'll just read our book chapters and then we'll Sir Gilman... Oh my god, he's right there. Hey Sir Gilman, I wasn't talking about you at all. Sir Gilman is shivering there after Blackwagon's maiden voyage through the skies. Master Reader, this knight is very slight and out of sorts, is all. He merely appears terrified, but he assures you that his seeming cowardice is but an optical illusion in this case. Pamatha overhears and joins you. Flying is not for everyone, Sir Knight. This knight heartily concurs, though how anyone can stand it, he has yet to understand. Well, let's see. What's it like to swim the waters of the Sea Dominion? Ah, those glorious, murky waters, engulfed in hideous warfare to be sure, but otherwise a joy to cut across, to feel the coolness of the waves beneath one's gill slits, and the like. Though this knight is now accustomed to his life above the surface. Flying's just the same, Sir Gilman. It resists those of us not born to it. I, in turn, have wondered what your seas are like, but the thought of swimming fills me with disgust. Though I haven't had to swim, and you now have to fly. That's very brave of you, and you handled it better than some harp fledglings I've met in my day. You'll get used to it. She departs, but you sense Sir Gilman is feeling better after the exchange. Hey, there we go. Wish him well. What's this? Keepsake from Black Basin. Waking Wood Wisps. Ding ding dong. Hey, Wispies. What is... Okay. I guess that... Oh, didn't mean to do that. I guess those are things that make it fly. A keepsake from Allerdale. Oh. Anyway, let's read our chapters. And then we'll Sir Gilman it up in the test rights or whatever we've got. And the words of... okay, I think we need to go back a few pages here. If we can. Okay, yep, we know that one. And where's the Golden Master General? A simple yet brilliant ruse. To receive a firm responsible towards greed. I said, Mr. Solim, perhaps he ought to have perished, but the mercy shown to him is what transformed him. It's the imp that nursed him back to health, so one of them I plunged into the river willingly, made sure that he died. Heart ached with such pity for the man and for love I felt. Yeah, he's read that one. We crossed the land together, and together with the imp, we gained the company of those who saw in him what I did. Okay, I think. Oh, we've missed a couple of chapters. Oops. Never mind. At first I found it much too difficult to read, much less to write, even to grasp the quill, but the horned one, Mer, implored me. He said this is the greatest gift that he could give me in return. In return for what, I asked. This is Halb the Swallow, the accursed, that's the imp. In return for his life, he said. But I did not save your life, I said. You did, he said. We fight about this still. Mer is stubborn, more than I. Now, herein, and by his leave, I chronicle the 9 triumvirs. for I am of this land unlike the rest who wish to leave. We knew not everyone could leave who wanted. Seldom will the opportunity arise. Thus did we organise those striving for the chance into 9 sets of 3. And there was a Triasta Tithys. We the 8 assembled here together in the downside, when we gave our freedom so that you may have yours. It is an exchange we have not lightly made. It is my charge to ensure that you, should you regain your freedom, first off recognise its qualities and also use it wisely. You don't need a pair of wings in order to be free. My own wings, I once thought they could take me anywhere, and they took me here where I am bound. It is your charge to be free and not to make the same mistakes. Spring from here and learn from what we did, and build a new and great society. A free society, with wings spread wide for everyone. Okay, we're kind of trying to do that. I seem to have missed a chapter, have we? You're still shining, are you? No? Oh, here we go. There was a loose glory and 100 minds the scholar. Much can be said about the Sisters of the Arch, whom we banished to the great beyond for deeds irredeemable. Suffice it that the details of their banishments are written in this book. The Sisters and the book became inseparable, not unlike the stars, their light and the infinite darkness that engulfs them. The stars communicate to us, and you in turn. The words within this book are but an edifice, a simple surface. Look past the text to the hidden meaning, to the hidden power. The stars above, they are not mere lights, they are not mere words. If you chance upon the Sisters of the Arch within their prison here, give them our thanks. Okay. In the words of Molten Millith, the Wild Witch. Okay. The downside prairie first appears serene. It is not. The soil there accommodates only the region's brutish native vines and overbrush. The most likely food sources prove poisonous. Thus we journeyed further north. The climate there grew fouler to my senses, though the cur Jomir found it amenable. The sprawling valley, pocked with long evaporated lakes, gives evidence to the monstrosities which roam this land. We found the region's western edge to be more pleasant on the whole. Therein we found sources of fresh water, whereas over to the east we found the edge of the land's most hideous decay. Gaining the summit of the sacred Mount Allerdale involved no small amount of sacrifice and sorcery in varying proportion. The mountain's energies were palpable, a sensation that we felt indescribable. The lands we stood upon were closer to the stars than to the world we knew. It was upon this highest point of the downside that we first made efforts to concoct this tome, which you now read. It was there that we were stricken with a vision of the cycle of the rites, and felt together, for the first, a sense of freedom unlike anything we had experienced before. But that is a subject which our comrades shall illuminate in greater detail. Is that everything? Yeah. Okay, I think we've just got time to throw Sir Gilman's hat in the ring, helmet, mask, whatever. Request of her scribe trial. His name the victim, and I shall be pleased to make him suffer for a bit. Sir Gilman. You think that dimwit of a worm has any chance? Perhaps you are correct, though I put little stock in him myself. Though let us bring him forth. Soon Sir Gilman appears and heeded the summons. Master Reader, is this knight perchance in trouble for something? Guilty conscience? The apparition Sandra appears and unfastens her mask. Listen well, Worm, you answer to me here. As you will, your highness. Your highness, I like the sound of that, though flattery shall get you nowhere here. Demonstrate your competence to me then, Worm. You shall have to do it mostly on your own, though under the guidance of your lovely reader. I trust you are prepared. Of course, your highness. The knight accept this challenge. Alright, it's a mixed bag. Come on, someone come for it. In we go. First blood. You're big and slow, lads. Ooh. Go on, give me an opening. Oh, so close. 2, 1. Yep, I knew that was coming. As soon as I got bashed away. Trying to wriggle through. But I couldn't wriggle. Couldn't wriggle properly. This is going badly. Oh dear, they hit hard. In we go. Next one in should do the trick. Just need to banish some bricks. Oh boy. Come on, someone pick up the fucking ball. Jesus Christ. Okay, that didn't work. Maybe I need to get the ball first and try and... Oh, come on, stamina. Need you now. Ah. Boink. Yes. Just the skin of my teeth, but got it in. Whew. Okay. Huzzah! This knight prevails. I have no choice but to concur with that assessment, Worm. Your performance was sufficient, and you passed my test. Thus, congratulations are in order, to you and to your lovely reader. Now farewell. Whew. Those scribe trials are tough. Okay, so what do we get? Master Reader, this knight is humbled after having passed our sorcerer's test. What? By the scales of the Underking Orles, what is that you have there? So Gaelman jumps farther than usual. The Underking laughed aside deep wounds and fought and fought and fought. Well, I think that's all we have time for now, so thank you so much for watching. If you like my content, please do check out my other videos. If you do, I shall see you there. Goodbye.